once I play Collector, Redshift is guaranteed to discard Swarm. God, this card is a big pickup for discard gamers. Holy. This is we've been waiting for discard the leftmost for these archetypes. Real deal for sure. Being able to fish up your Swarm guaranteed when you draw it early is so strong. I honestly won't be surprised if they have to nerf deck and discard with the addition of Redshift. I don't want to put both of these on the right because they're definitely a Shang-Chi deck. Oh, Blade Bin's the Redshift card and not the... That's good to know. This is clean though. Well, if I do this turn, I can't use Bullseye next turn. And I think I want to use Bullseye next turn, so I have 5 power swarms to go with Victoria. Hopefully I draw Nico, so I can Misery the Blade and Bullseye. What if I did this? I think this is good, yeah? It's turn 5. Yes, gamers, I want to make swarms that Victoria can make bigger. I literally just got done talking about how I'm sequencing so I can activate Bullseye on 5. Their wolf could jump anywhere. Cool game. And that's what we were setting up for that whole time, right? Being able to play the swarms out on this last turn of the game. Very, very different than the most Bullseye decks always want to use him on turn 6. But here, there's going to be games like this where we have the Victoria set up where the swarms are 0/5s. And you got to position and play your card to make that happen. Oh, redshift, my redshift! Wherefore art thou, redshift? Oh, fuck this dog. Couch it rooted on. I'm guessing they're Cosmoing the White Palace, but they could get me with it on the right, I suppose. Tainted Doc, thank you for the 31 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. If we get priority from this expansion... And now I go Victoria, Jin. Sorry, no, reverse. I go Jin, Victoria, Misery. And then this copies Victoria. And then I have all the energy next turn. Honestly, I shouldn't snap because I want to watch the game play out. I shouldn't snap. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. My content. No, come back. Come back. I was making content. No, the content. Oh man. I love a good old-fashioned game of Marvel Retreat, really. Nothing like a good old-fashioned game of Marvel Retreat, if I do say so myself. The pure misery of Marvel Retreat. human being? Real, living, breathing human being. Well then, these are certainly some of the locations for all time. They're probably a Shang deck. Almost assuredly doing mill stuff. I mean, Frigga getting eaten is whatever here. I only get to draw one card, though. Actually, I actually don't draw anything. It just kills Frigga. The way my hand lines up here, I have to Colleen Wing and then Misery the Colleen Wing, right? I guess I could do this to not expose myself to Shang-Chi. So I don't want to take priority by mistake, right? So we go Collector deck it, and then we go Colleen into Misery Colleen. How do they beat this? Like, how are they beating two 16 power deck-ins? I don't think they can play for the left. I think we win the breaker by a good bit. I should snap them, yeah? Goliath. Yeah, I guess Goliath could get us. It's a real card they could be playing. Classic Marvel snap feels bad situation. Dead to Shang-Chi one way, dead to Goliath the other way. Juggernaut. Juggernaut center could get us. Especially if Misery goes right. They don't want a Juggernaut Ascend to kill, and I'd be surprised. I think Juggernaut's definitely in their output range, but they're not supposed to play it. They're more inclined to Goliath middle. I can't Misery the right check, because then Misery kills the deck-ins. There's a chance they're not playing Goliath. I've elected to play around Shang-Chi. I just have to accept that I die to Goliath. Which is why Goliath is one of the worst and most toxic cards in the game. You can't meaningfully play around it. There's no agency or play skill. You just die a lot of the time. Can only manage priority in one direction, and then you just hope that the direction you manage your priority in works out for you. Do you have a Redshift in Colleen? No. My very human friend Rory. Rory and I go way back, chat. Ooh, that's a piece of candy. Do I want her as a 2x? I think I want her as a 2x at this point. Can I snap Rory? I can probably snap Rory at this point. I'm not having a great time winning a second lane at the moment, is a problem. We're definitely gonna crunch them on the left. Colleen mid for Misery. I mean, the Bullseye is already gonna fill the middle, right? And then the Misery is gonna kill them on the last turn. I think I want her in a place where I'm gonna get points from her. So how much are we gonna shrink here? We're gonna add 9 in the center up to 14. I'm probably supposed to redshift on the right, actually. I don't think it matters. We should win the left and then the right here, hopefully. I guess they could tech card us out of the left. I wonder if there's a world where I'm supposed to Misery on the left for the sake of having a big thing after they shank me there. It's probably not an unreasonable thing to be doing. Okay, pull. It beeped, and it whooped, and it bopped, and it whopped. The Devil Dino was much bigger. No, the Devil Dino is in the center. All right, I'm having a good time this afternoon. We need to take a brief pause for the cause to let some adverts roll. We're gonna play some more Victoria discard when we return, and then maybe we'll brew a little bit with Stardust, so they're one of our new cards released today. Happy new season and 5-card release day, gamers. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, consider tapping the like button. Doesn't cost you anything. Appreciate the 1,500 folks that are hanging out live this afternoon. I'm gonna grab a stack. I think we're gonna be streaming for a little while yet. So, got a sweet stream going. New season, new cards are fun. Here we. 5 cards at once on New Season Day. We used to dream of times like this. Yeah, unironically, the bigger card drops are real good. Season Pass of the web shop looks like it's finally open. Mine is not. Are you logged in? A couple people were saying it was showing as available, and then they logged in and it disappeared. Is the new Galactus First Steps your type of card? You must be new here to ask that question, because the answer is absolutely not. We'll play with it at some point, but big dumb make one single play for number on the last turn of the game is like the opposite of things that I enjoy. Chunderman, thank you for the 20 months. Welcome back. Yeah, people who hate playing with new cards and just want to play a tech card to piss in people's Cheerios really confused as to how they're supposed to play Marvel Snap today. They're never gonna figure it out. Lyser, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. That is an incredible amount of support. Good afternoon. Happy New Season Day to you. Man, I definitely want to copy Victoria hand here, yeah. Victory. Damn, Daniel, calm down. I don't like Marvel Snap, but I'm on a magic hiatus, so enjoy yourself. What's going on? Meenan, thank you for the 18 months. Following the channel since March 29th, 2019. That checks out. It's been a minute. Hey, Obey, thank you for the 5 months. I think I'm waiting on this, right? So with the copy mode, it's insane. Ooh, speaking of things that are insane, that sounds lovely, yes. No, interesting / noteworthy interaction here is if I play a Dacket into deep space, it won't give me a Maramasa shard, but this Maramasa shard being discarded will cause it to grow to a 1/8 or a 3/8, which might be a line. I drew Victoria though, so it could be Bullseye into Victoria Friga next turn. I'm just gonna copy the deck in. Really good bounce draw here for them. Feels like playing around Red Guardian. Opponent's playing bounce givers. This has been my off-stream deck of choice lately. I am a bounce enjoyer. I'm gonna let them do their thing for one more cube. Pretty sure we're cooked here. Oh, whoa, they just didn't compete on the left at all. All right, pure rate, go, go, go. I think they probably got us. They have a monkey and a sage here. Ooh, we're winning the center by one, actually. Sage is pretty big, though. Wow, GG, opponent. Close. What's a bounce list look like nowadays? The Anthinator, thanks for the over 2 years. There is a bounce highlight on my YouTube channel at some point in the last month. Marvel Snap Deck highlight 7 days a week. YouTube.com/Jeff Hoagland. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's like 2 bounce highlights the last month. Play anything yet? I'm gonna play around a random clog card here, I think. Or probably cook this game. Our draw's only okay. That is a Galactus. I think I just misery and chill. AKA being a millennial. We really needed Swarm here. If we'd have drawn Swarm, we would have gotten to go Collector into Blade into Khalid Wing into Bullseye, and then we would have bullseyed their whole board plus scaled the Collector to huge. I assume they're just gonna murder us with a pile of tech cards here. Gonna get like Killmongered or something else. It's a really fitting game of Marvel Snap where like we queued into someone trying to make the new card. This is a peak content creator gameplay. It is. Shoved the new season pass card into a deck that couldn't remotely play it out, but then won anyways because you just had a mismatched pile of fucked up tech cards. I stayed there for two reasons. One, because it was for one more cube, and two, because I wanted to see if maybe they were doing something interesting, but it turns out the easy, obvious, lazy thing is what gamers are choosing to do day one. Ooh, piece of candy. This is a fellow Redshift enjoyer, it would seem. Am I copying Dakin or am I copying Victoria? Unironically, it's copying Dakin better here. My gut says I'd rather copy Dakin. Dakin is much better at winning the center. I agree. I'm gonna need a way to discard these shards, though. I suppose Colleen is one of them. Hey, look, there's the other one. Do I do it like this, so that way if I draw Misery next turn, I can go Hood Misery? Oh, but if I'm room for some tech slop in their deck. Oh, I guess that stops me from discarding... I guess that stops me from discarding the what's it called? No, I guess I can play Swarm. I can play the Swarm out. I'm gonna get, like, Shang-Chi out of their deck, aren't I? Oh, they're just bringing back, Iron Man, right? Meaning I can't compete on rate. It's gonna be 12 power. I'm locked on the left. I was a Khonshu. They have a 12 power Khonshu. Oh yeah, and I even drew this, so I'm not even guaranteed to discard the Muramasa shard. Yeah, I think Khonshu left always wins. Like I can't beat adding. They'd be adding 38 here or 32 here. That was pretty classic Marvel Snap gameplay though. Opponent had room for Shadow King and Mobius inside of their discard synergy deck. It's about how it goes. Isaac is not a human being, gamers. They beep, and they boop, and they bop, and they wop. We can lose this because of the turn, actually, I suppose. Alright, turn X going okay so far. I mean... Could have been significantly worse, yes? Road heard you say you liked bounce in this metagame, Moon. That is a final play from our friend Isaac for 8 cubes. Oh, you're looking for the Once Upon a Galaxy segment. The Once Upon a Galaxy yesterday was only on the Twitch side. Tomorrow morning we'll be doing some more Once Upon a Galaxy, and then that'll be on the Jeff Hoagland YouTube channel. If you look at the end of yesterday's Twitch stream in the Twitch VODs, you can find the Once Upon a Galaxy gameplay. Get destroyed by human bones, Isaac. LOL. Does this list seem better than a regular Bullseye one? I mean, I will absolutely not tell you anything strong or certain about a new deck list being better than an established one, 30 minutes in or whatever long we've played. Oh my. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Oh wait, I don't have I don't have a bullseye. We're using Nico to copy deck it. Maybe? Oh, we might actually be cooked to their Nimrod. No, because I'm gonna be able to red shift and Colleen Wing to discard the last two. Oh, but I'm not gonna be able to play all at the same time, right? Interesting. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're dead. We're dead anyways. They have their full nuts draw. Oh wait, and then Blade discards the deck. And oh, I've made a huge mistake. It's fine. It's fine. My sequencing does. Wait, were they a bot? No, they were a human. What happened here? Why didn't... They also messed up. That's funny. That's hilarious. Wait, does Kid Omega... Kid Omega doesn't work with Symbiote Spider-Man Nimrod, right? Yeah. It actually doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, and it only works with Shuri. It only works with Shuri. Alright, so we really want to play for left and right here because I can't get into Sanctum otherwise.
This just in.
Alright, so we're hoping the Sanctum goes left and they're hoping it goes right. Lost our coin flip, we're dead.
Opponent snapped.
The reason why I have to leave here is the most popular Victoria Hand Misery deck. This is likely not a mirror. They're likely a Fenris Wolf Shang-Chi deck. Meaning I have to leave because they're just going to break all of my cards. Also very possible there's a Killmonger lurking over there, which they can play and kill their demon on the right because they're winning it regardless. So if that was a mirror, it could maybe be an interesting game where we continue to play the game. However, in reality where we live and the types of things Marvel Snap gamers like to play, you can't play cards, you just break cards. Hey, the Premium Pass and Ergo Super Premium Pass are now available for purchase on the web shop for people who have been waiting on that. I have acquired them myself. Although I've now purchased 2 things on the web shop and it says I have no web points, so it looks like that's broken again to start the season, so do with this information what you will. Both the new Series 4 cards are very good, Hackmage. Redshift. Redshift is a new instant discard staple, and Terrax inside of Dark Aqua is reasonable.
Wind, aid my hand.
They're just gonna be a Luke Cage deck, which means we're dead. Going for double bullseye ends very badly if they find their Luke. We literally can't win the game, gamer. The optimal line is doing this.
Escaped.
You wanna critique what I'm doing? There's no lines to win. This deck seems fine. It's probably worse than regular deck and discard, but Redshift probably ends up being a fine staple in that deck too. Ooh, Galactus on 1, gamer. He's gonna be so big. He's so big. Ah. You know, it's funny. I see so little of this dickhead. He doesn't come to mind immediately when random cards get put into play. Normally I would snap here, but my personal rule is I don't snap against the opponent's deck. And hey, look! It's one of the reasons I don't want to snap. Lovely. So far, the only places we've seen our opponents play Galactus are inside of Airship and inside of Sarah Control. This is just only adding 12 here, so we're probably dead. Happy new card release day. Hope everybody's having fun. Neon Taker, thank you for the 11 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Howdy do. Card deck, Goliath on 6 every game, never fails. So I felt about blue players. I mean, control decks in Magic the Gathering typically had like 40 counter spells in them and half a dozen board wipes, so really wasn't that unlikely when the things came together for them. Oh, I should have ended on deck in case we drew free gub. 6 remain. Snap our AI Overlord here. Winning 2 of the locations, so they should stay. Oh man, are you gonna break my toys, Jonah? Don't you do it, Jonah. They're my toys and you can't have them. This guarantees I draw Swarm, right? Or draw all 3 of the cards left in our deck here. Will Marvel Snap ever beat the tech slop allegations? Absolutely not. Y'all want to see a thick redshift turn? You know, obviously, our opponent is beeping and booping and bopping and whopping. However, did I do that right? It's this into this, discard this, and then this puts the swarms back on the right again, and then blade, and then Victoria hand. And finally line them up with bullseye. Should play Colleen first. No, I need to play Colleen first, so that way I can discard the swarm. Or do I want to discard the Doctor Strange because of the bullseye? Does that end up with me getting more? It might actually be better to discard the, what's it called? The Doctor Strange so I can generate more swarms in my hands? Maybe? Maybe?
Power must be controlled.
I know I won all 3 lanes here, or we tied the center, but you killed my card, so I feel kind of bad about it.
Victory.
That's rude. It's rude. Even the bots shake to you in Marvel Snap. I can't escape. I don't have anybody I want to turn into a demon. Listen here, bruh man. This is a human being. Living, breathing human being. Things you love to see. It. It's not a clinker. Chat, we've lived long enough to have a slur for a robot. I saw people using the term clinker on Twitter, and it made me chuckle. Glenn made a comment on Discord that some of the bots create and play their own decks. Yeah, I'd believe that. The auto tool. Wow! Polymorphing your Kate into Hope Summers is actually cheating, gamer. That is deeply, deeply rude. They're definitely a tech slop deck, yeah. Come on, just play a Merlin spell and a Darkhawk. Do it. You know you want to. Yeah, Misery left is too fun to pass up here. So I'm gonna... if they can beat the Dakin by it going to 16, they might try and do it based on points. Our Dakins are going to 32 here, thanks to Death's Domain and Misery with Wakandan Embassy. Interesting situation based on location variance, right? Like under normal circumstances, you're never miserying your Dakin path, but because Dakin can't be destroyed, it works out. And they can jump the dog into Death's Domain, so I have to win the center and the left. We're adding 25 into the middle here. The problem is we're likely getting Shadow Kinged. Or Shanged or whatever else, you know, just Marvel Snap things. I don't love Dead to Deck on a low note, but ready to move on from this one, and Arcean Cancel has been kicked enough times here this afternoon in this one that I'm ready to do something else. I don't think I have any changes here. I think Red Shift definitely made Victoria Hand feel a bit less awkward in this core than she has in the past. I'm definitely skeptical that this is better than playing regular traditional deck and discard, but I'm also incredibly confident that Red Shift is going to be a new staple in deck and discard. Being able to fish up your left side card, like some of your most awkward Swarm games in these types of decks, the ones where you draw Swarm early and ends up on the left side of your hand where you can't blade it, and you have a variance flip with Colleen to get to it, and Red Shift guaranteeing that you can hit that, move it to the right side, and then hit it with Blade the second time is really, really strong and adds an element of consistency.